Hello there ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here and welcome back to another video. So as you might have seen in some of my previous videos, I killed Raven again, the Heroic 7. So when you finish Heroic 7, you're going to start it all over from the beginning. And this is a bit lame because with the higher tiers, like in tier 5 or tier 4, you're gonna be in a little bit of danger. You're going to encounter stuff that can kill you, but in like tier 1 or tier 2, nothing can kill you. They are just damage sponges. So I guess they're good enough to test out your damage dealers against them. By the way, if anybody was interested, my crippling back pain is almost fully healed. That took a bit, but as I said, I just stretched the muscle. It's all good. But yeah, first up we have Boss Grenard over here. So Boss Grenard is going to be resistant to crits. That's gonna be his main thing. Immune actually to crits. So Dark Metal cards will allow us to crit most of the time, but we have to sit on it. And this is gonna be the same as the Raven fight, just he can't kill us if he deals damage to us. But it's gonna be the same as the Raven fight with a bit less health than Raven. And so we managed to kill Raven in one fight, but it was very close and I played it perfectly, so I would also have to play this kind of perfectly in order to be able to kill him in one fight, but I'm not really gonna be able to. I mean, I'm able to, but I just messed up this particular time a bit. I messed up a few times actually. Also, the artifacts that I'm using are level 10 Sword of Salvation, level 10 Sword of Sin, and level 6 Dark Metal cards. And yeah, sadly, we still have some damage left. That's okay because we're going to use my boy Manta. He's always reliable. And this time I'm using... Actually, what am I even using on Manta as the artifact? Oh yeah, I messed up the team setup. I was like, I'm gonna use Dark Metal cards on Manta, so I'm going to put Flash in there so I get that additional fast attack hit. And I just proceeded to leave the Joker as Batarangs in there, so Flash is useless because the Joker as Batarangs give me 3 fast attack hits. I have 2, so I'm going to cap at 4 fast attack hits. In theory, if there was no fast attack hit cap, Manta would hit 6 times whenever he hits a fast attack hit with this setup, but sadly he's gonna be capped at 4 times. Boy, why do they have to put caps like that? It just ruins the fun, and the game is like not balanced anyway. Like, remove the cap, let my Manta have 6 fast attack hits, please, that'll be great. But yeah, we got him in the corner, we're just combo interrupting him at this point. Something that's very convenient in the lower tiers of Heroic 7 is that for Manta, I do not mind this man not being in danger because the Green Lantern shield is going to last us ages and we can simply rely on that. Against Boss Black Lightning here, with the League of Anarchy team, we're going to have a little bit of an advantage against him because we're Agility with Harley, which is our main damage dealer, so we're going to deal additional damage to metahuman characters. Also, Zatanna will have the Trigon Staff actually. I do have the Trigon Staff at level 7. It needs to be 8 to give me more than the Sword of Sin. It just gives slightly less, but I'm using it on Zatanna because both Sword of Salvation and Sword of Sin on her are inconvenient because my goal is to not drain the power of the enemy by other means other than my special abilities. And we are going to have the Sword of Salvation on EPI to generate some power and allow us to do the third special. Okay, back in there, combo interrupter, special. Harley back in there. EPI back in, third special, get him in the corner. So now we can, I mean I'm not doing it yet, but there's an optimal combo you can do with this team. There it is. So third special with EPI, Harley in there, swipe right, tap 3 times, swipe right, and then tap 3 times into a EPI tag-in, into a swipe, into 3 tap, then you block a bit, and third special. That's simply gonna be the most efficient because the amount of hits we're doing with Harley, it's simply the amount of hits that are gonna be on the stun anyway, so anything after that would yield diminishing returns. For this fight, we're going to have a gearless Mr. Freeze. Now, I didn't bother to actually remove the gears, but it's gonna be pretty much the same result because what Boss White Canary does is it simply removes the gear bonuses, like all of them, from the Tech and Might characters. So it's gonna be the equivalent of if I had manually removed his gears. And we're going to have as a third character here not Boss Bane, Bane, Silver Bane. I guess he's Boss Bane out of the 2 Banes because he's the one that actually does something. I have Bane in there to give me a bit more crit chance so that I can sometimes crit. And as you can see, even without gears, and keep in mind, critting, we're gonna crit a bit, but the problem is the crit damage that we're lacking, because we're currently only at 150 crit damage, which is basically the minimum. I might have some on the talents, but I don't recall. our damage is gonna be heavily reduced, but we're still hitting 42 mil with Beta Club on Mr. Freeze, even without the gears. This is how insane this thing is. And yeah, this looks like an easy one-shot, but spoilers, it will not really be, because I messed up at some point. Yeah, so far it was going good. Here, I think, yeah, here is where I messed up. Raven in there, Mr. Freeze back in there, special 2. And yeah, that's where I messed up because I didn't block that special, I rushed it, I thought I could push her back into the freezing area. Yet again, I rushed it. At that point, it didn't matter anyway, because if she used specials, we're not gonna freeze her anyway anymore. So yeah, that's about it for this fight. And for the last fight, we're going to have Silver Banshee here. Puppet of the Tana, Silver Banshee plus Martian Manhunter. Look, since there's a bit of health on her, and I don't think I had anything that could kill her, like the closest thing to killing her at this point... So I guess I didn't really use the Batman Ninja thing. It could have been lame anyway. Like I could have used Beta Club Catwoman to kill this. But I wanted to see how much we can get out of the Puppet of Zatanna Silver Banshee on the main account actually. Because we mainly use that on the secondary account. On the main account, Silver Banshee doesn't get much time in the spotlight. Because she is outclassed by other damage dealers. But we're gonna give her a chance and we're giving her Martian Manhunter. Now Martian Manhunter is going to do two things for us. First of all, it's going to increase the duration of the negative effects applied to the enemy, which is all the things that the Puppet of Zatanna applies to them. And second of all, if needed, he's going to build a lot of combo very fast. But I'm not gonna try and rely on him for building combo, I'm going to try and rely on keeping Silver Banshee in there and basically spamming the third special. But Silver Banshee is gonna be very rough to get to the point where we're just gonna be able to spam this non-stop, because usually you're going to lose it as soon as you see 3 disables on the enemy. Because with the 3 disables, you're going to remove all of them, and you're not going to be able to put another disable as a negative effect in the place of them. But we got pretty lucky over here. Also, you might see that I'm doing swipes. I was kind of doing them for the purpose of getting closer to her and pushing her faster in the corner. But this is actually a good thing to rely upon if you want to see after how much time you can use the third special, because if you press it as soon as it's available, it's going to miss because the enemy is not going to have enough time to get up, but you need to wait a bit in order to actually hit it. And the swipe right seems to kind of get the timing right, though you could do it a bit faster than the swipe right actually allows you to. But if you're struggling with this and the enemy often enough gets up, doesn't get up before you use the third special and you suck at that timing, you just use the swipe rights. There's literally nothing that can happen to you. The enemy is gonna miss if you're using the Puppet of Zatanna, and this is for Puppet of Zatanna anyway. If they're gonna try and hit you, they're gonna miss him. If they're gonna try and block, you're gonna have unblockable. If you don't have those two things, the infinite power is simply not gonna be available. And we actually were able to keep up the infinite power reliably for quite a long amount of time, which actually surprised me towards the end. And damage is gonna be reasonably high, though yet again there's no way she's getting a spot if I want to use the optimal things, because she's simply not pulling the damage for that. I'd give her a shot with Martian Manhunter as a combo builder and Dark Metal cards on her, though we'll see how that goes. But yeah, all that being said, thanks so much for watching, like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!